Hello traders, welcome to the video. In this video, I'll be showing you the only price action strategy that you will ever need to trade the boom and crash market. This video is like a top-down analysis, so it will show you everything you need to know about the simple trend line and support and resistance level that you can use to take your entries. Don't worry, I'll be showing you a couple markets and I'll be doing the top-down analysis so that you can understand exactly this strategy. When you are doing top-down analysis for simple price action, you only need two things. You need trend lines and then you need the normal support and resistance level. So if you look carefully on my charts, what can you see? You can see that the market is in a downtrend. So what you want to first discover is the trend of the market. You should write down everything that I'll be saying in this video. You can take your trend line to draw out two clear zones. The market has broken out of this trend line. Test this level, then break out of the level. You can also draw out this small trend line that you see over here before the breakout. This is the daily time frame. So what do we mark out next? We mark the next support and resistance level. So you can see this point. This is a good support level. Rectangle to mark out that level. So you can see that as it breaks out, it touches the support level, consolidates a bit before it continues in an uptrend. But will you take your entry in your daily time frame? No, you go to lower time frame. So what do we do next? We go to the 4-hour time frame. So over here, what do you see? You can see these 2 points, and then we have a support level at this point. So if you look carefully, market retest at this point, create this trend line. This is the second touch. Retest it to test this support level. Drop to your 1-hour time frame. You see our market test this support level a couple times. Let's delete the daily support level so that we can see the market clearly. So you can see our market break this level, then create another 1-hour trend line. So that is before you have this buy to the upside, retesting where a support level. You can see at this point. So where do we expect markets to? Market has already reached that area. This is the next resistance level. So before you have this buy to the upside, you can take your entry on the 1-hour time frame. Once it retests the trend line, you can take your buy, or you can go to the 15 minutes time frame. You can see inside the 15 minutes time frame, we have small trend line at this point also. So if you have a touch here, retest, then break, you can take your entry here. Stop loss will be below this low or this low. Then you target this next resistance level from the 1-hour time frame, which is this point. If market touches this level, if market comes to create a small trend line here, then break, retest, you can target this level. And if it breaks to the upside, you want to see a trend line, test this level just like you see over here, maybe your 5 minutes time frame, to go to the next zone. This is the next zone. Let's go to the time frame and let me show you. 4-hour time frame. So over here is the next zone where you expect markets to buy to, because if you look intermediate over here, there is no support and resistance zone that can send market to the downside. So if you have a break at this level, 15 minutes time frame, give you a trend line, retest, then you will target this level. So that is what I look forward to with this strategy on the boom and crash 500. Although I will not enter immediately, I will definitely use my indicator, maybe the moving average or RSI, for my confirmation before I enter the market. But if you want to use simple price action, that is how you can easily trade this strategy. You can have your entry here, stop loss below this low, or this breakout, entry here, stop loss below this major low to target this level. So that is a 3-hour trade. So let's go to the boom 500 and let me show you the top down analysis for that also. So first thing we do is to go to our daily time frame. You can see the market is also in a downtrend, but for a while now it has been consolidating since March. You can draw out the trend line. Trend line is the first thing you look for. You will look for two clear levels where market can retest. You have it here, 1, 2. So next, what do you draw? Support and resistance level. So you can see over here, this is a good support level, and up over here, this is a good resistance level. You can see our market has been rejecting that level for a while. You drop to your 4-hour time frame. What do you see over here? Market has been consolidating, but you don't have a good direction. Let's talk about how this market sells to the downside. We have a small trend line at this point, and if you go to 1 hour time frame, you can see that market is generating small trend line, but it is not clear enough. But over here is a trend line. You have a breakout at this point, and this point is also a good resistance level where you have the breakout, so you can draw out the whole candle. So what you expect is when market touches at the third time, it sells to the downside. So if you go to our 15 minutes time frame so that we can see it more clearly, you can see retest, 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 but we are focusing our attention on the trend line. So we can have our entry here. Once it is getting closer to the trend line, then our stop loss will be above this high. So our target will be the next support level from the higher time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame. Entry here, stop loss above this high, then we target this level. That is like a 3-hour trade. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So if you go back on your chart and you check these things, you will definitely see that it actually works. But the problem I see that most people have with support and resistance trading is that they find it hard to trust the strategy. It requires you to backtest and then to forward test it. And once you are trading the strategy, you don't need to enter here and be targeting the daily low. Let's say you enter at this point and you are targeting the 4-hour low, this low or this low that will come to retest it before it goes to the upside. You don't do something like that. You always trade to the nearest points that you know the market is likely to get to first. That is your next point that you trade. So you can even take your target before it reach the 4-hour zone. So here we have a small 1-hour zone. So if I go to the 15 minutes time frame, you can take your profit here before it reach the 4-hour zone. So let me quickly show you Boom 1000 daily time frame for the Boom 1000. So you can see over here, market has been in an uptrend, high, low, high, low, high. But we have a break of the trend line. We have the break at this point. So you can see at this level, we also have a support and resistance level. You can see it retest, retest, then drop. And if you draw it to the back, you can see how market consolidates at this point. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. This is a very, very clear price action. You can see over here, break to retest before market continues to sell. Another retest at this point. So your stop loss will not be exactly at this high, it will be a little bit above. So if you go to our 1-hour time frame, this is where we see our break and retest very clearly. You can see a break and retest trend line. Your first target will be here. This is a very nice support that turns resistance. So after the break, you can enter your sell immediately. Your next target will be here, or you can hold some of your profits to run to the downside. And if you look over here, we also have another zone, which is this trend line, and then a good resistance level at this point. Retest, retest, and here you also have another resistance level. Market break to retest again. You target this low, or you can leave your profits to run to the downside. So one thing you should know is that all these strategies that you see online, they all work in the principle of trend line and support and resistance. So if you take your time to practice this and you spend time to backtest a lot of markets so that you can easily get how it works. So this strategy works for all charts, all time frame. That is what you should know. You can go on your options, you can go on stocks, you can go on forex, you can go on crypto, you can go on any chart. This strategy that I am showing you works perfectly over there. So that is basically what I want to show you for this video. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on notification bell so that you get notified anytime I release a new video. You can also check out my other videos that are displaying right now on your screen. Thanks for watching.